This practice will be a brief legs up the wall practice. So you can find a space in your home where you just have an open wall that you can allow your legs to go up. This is very beneficial just to find calmness in your body. A lot of people do this at nighttime to prepare to go to bed, but you can do this at any time of the day when you just want to slow things down. So it'll be a very easeful practice. If you like, you can even grab a blanket or something to make yourself warm, a sweater, just to bring some warmth to your class. And then you can even prop yourself up on a pillow or a bolster, whatever else that you have at your home to get a little more height in the pose. All right? So from here, I'll guide you to getting into legs up the wall. You can begin by just bringing yourself close to the wall. And then either bring in like your right shoulder side of your body or left side. Hips are pretty close to the wall. And then from here, you just allow yourself to lean back. And then you can rotate your legs right up the wall. And then make any adjustments. It may take a moment or two to settle in, especially if you have a bolster or something propping you up. So give yourself a few moments to settle in. And then once you find that good supportive position, starting off with traditional legs up the wall. So just allow your legs to reach up towards the sky. We're reversing the circulation in our body. Again, very beneficial. And with your upper body, with your arms, feel free to do whatever feels good. You can allow them to rest by your side, or a little bit wider, maybe out to a T. Whatever feels good. Again, this is a very easeful practice, very passive movements, but still very beneficial physically as well as mentally. And we'll be in each variation of these movements for about 2 minutes or so. So continue to just breathe and settle into this pose, allowing yourself to feel as comfortable as possible. And while we're in each pose, just keeping that body awareness, noticing where you feel your muscles stretching. Maybe it's in the back of your legs here. If your arms are out by your side, maybe you feel that openness across the shoulders and your chest, heart area. About 3 or 4 more breaths here before we transition into our next movement. Good. So from here, we'll transition into more of a butterfly shape, so you can bring the bottoms of your feet to touch, allowing the legs and knees to stay nice and open, getting a little bit more of a hip opener here. In this class, as in all of our classes, feel free to adjust to do what feels right for you. If you enjoy the traditional legs up the wall, you can stay there for the whole time if you want to. Continue to breathe, settling into this shape. Allowing gravity and the support of the wall to do the work for us. And just finding that ease through our body. Sometimes we have that urge to want to do more, we want to push more, pull more. But we have to give ourselves permission to take a break sometimes. Slow things down. Recover. reset, heal. Good. Take about 3 to 5 more breaths here at your own pace. From here, we'll transition to a figure 4 shape. You could begin by just bringing your legs back up the wall to a traditional legs up the wall, extending one leg at a time. And an option to stay here, or you can take your right leg across your left leg, right ankle over under the left knee. Find a flex in your right foot. Option to stay here, or you can slide your left foot down the wall any amount. Bring your right leg closer till you're really getting into the hip here. And with each breath, getting a little more settled. Do about a minute on each side. Keeping that awareness of where you feel the stretch in your body. A few more breaths on this side. And when you're ready, you can begin to straighten out the left leg, uncross the right leg, and then you can switch to the other side. Take your left leg across the right. Option to stay here, or option to slide your right heel down the wall, any amount, keeping the left foot flexed. A little bit more of an intense hip opener. So always making adjustments as needed for you. Honoring what feels right for you and your body in this moment today. Because one day may be different than the next day. And that's okay. A few more breaths on this side. And when you're ready, begin to slide your right leg back up the wall, uncross the legs, and then from here come into more of a straddle. Allow the legs to open up in both directions as much as you like. And then once you find a good distance, a good stretching sensation in your body, soften back into the pose. Letting go a little bit with each exhale. And then notice the body becoming a little more relaxed with each breath. And maybe even noticing the legs continuing to slide down with each breath. For our final relaxation, option to stay here if you like, option to go to traditional legs up the wall or any other shape here that feels supportive. And then allow your body to fully rest on the mat. Softening or closing the eyes. Softening and releasing any unnecessary muscle activation or tension anywhere in your body. Give yourself permission to just let it go. Awareness is on your breathing. Just noticing the rise and fall of the chest and the belly. Just casually observing the breath or taking some slightly deeper inhales and exhales. And then when you're ready, beginning to bring a little movement back to your body, wiggling out the fingers and toes, circling out the ankles and wrists, and bringing any movement back to your arms and your legs. And then from here, you could begin to take your legs to either side of your body, down the wall, transitioning into a fetal pose, allowing the head to rest back on your bicep. Taking a moment to transition. And then option to stay here to close your practice, or option to meet in a comfortable seat. Thank you so much for practicing with us today. Hope you enjoyed. Bowing forward with gratitude. Namaste.